I hope you did. I needed to restart the stream because my shit was laggy as shit. So yeah. Where be the Grand Prix? Shit. Hang on. And I needed to restart OBS so it detects my shit. My other monitor. Yes. Okay. What hacking that god awful alarm? It's a Jontron alarm. You better wake the fuck up, chat. Whoop. There we go. Look at that. Ain't she a beaut? Oop. Okay. Oop. Where is CTRGP January? Okay, let's check the shit out. Does anybody have a link to the direct? Why did you send it to me, right? Thanks. Okay. Let's read this. Wait, this is not. No. Crash Bandicoot. Okay. What is this? Race to the post-apocalyptic theme Rustland Grand Prix for Crash Team Racing Natural Fuel. Civilization has fallen and brought new cards, a track, a racer, a game mode, a refresh to the pit stop, and additional customization items. Wait, a single racer? Just one? That means a lot of skins. Is that a Robo Pura cat? I mean, Pura skin? What the fuck? Yeah, it's basically Mad Max. Wait. The world may be coming to ruins, Bandicoot, with the race still on. The Rustland Grand Prix takes off and grand blah blah. It features new customization items, a new track, Megamix Mania, and a new game mode, Golden Wumpa Hunt. Starts tomorrow at 7 a.m. That's today. My camera is super bright. Hang on. The Grand Prix started today. Oh no. That's bad. As a reminder, this content is available everywhere purchasing it long and this is a cause. Yeah. Before we dive into the details, we wanted to take a step back and acknowledge the fans of this game. Yeah, so many awards. That's amazing. Oh wow. These kids look nuts. It starts an hour after the direct? Ah! What the fuck, man? The Megamix. Let's hope the new character does not release today. The Megamix Mania curse is three laps of survival in a dusty canyon. The fact it had a desert, graffiti chains, blah blah to the world. A race through outdoors, canyons, and the interiors. Okay. Let's go hunting. Did they really put Megamix in the game? Okay, chat. For those who don't know, this character right here is from a GBA game. This is from one of those Crash Bandicoot Game Boy Advance games. I think it's from Entranced or The Huge Adventure. I don't remember which one. It probably was The Huge Adventure. So yeah, a new game mode. Ready up. Try to catch the golden Wumpa fruit. The fruit will be hiding in glowing crates. Glowing crates. Follow this glow. Get the glow. And smash through the crates to collect the golden Wumpa fruit. You will be rewarded with a stash of Wumpa coins.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Thanks, Brett, for the host. Appreciate it. You'll be rewarded with a stash of Wumpa coins for your efforts. Okay. Hey. Thank you for the host bite.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Oh, my neck. So you're gonna be able to get bonus Wumpa for that. Okay. New challenges tied to that. Ugh. If you enjoy the ghost hunt. Oh, okay. So it's that. It's a feature. It's not a new game mode. It's like the ghosts. Okay, I get it. Combination character? Yeah, Megamix is in the huge adventure. The 50th player character? Holy shit. That one's cool. Hello, Toronto. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Rustland Riders? I don't know about this Grand Prix, guys. She looks like Jinx. I don't really know if I like this one. The Purse kid looks cool. It's a RoboCat, but that's it. Okay, Mud. Okay, Smite. Pit stop updates. Even as the world goes, you'll find 8 skins. Yes, rocking tiny half croc. Available paid jobs. Save you grit. Pit stop. Returning items. Okay, I need to get the missing. I'm missing a paint job from the spooky Grand Prix, so I need to get that. Whoa. Grand Prix season. In addition to all the content, you can unlock either Nitro Grage, other items. By winning some races with them, items will be able to earn Rustland versions of your 2 favorite CTRT, okay, chicken stew. Oh, they made skins, so they're probably in the video. They have like special appearances. Present the country flags. Wait, isn't this already a thing? Wait, we paid for these! What the fuck? I paid for flags. What the fuck, dude? Are you gonna unlock like all of them? Those who rank among the top. Yeah. What are you waiting for? I need patch notes. This should be 1.17. Seven minutes. Okay, here is. Rustline Grand Prix, blah blah blah. All cosmetics from the blah 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 are back. As well, all flags of the world stickers from the Nitro Tour has been unlocked for all players. So what the fuck for those that got them? Hey, that paid for them. I mean, it came with a paint job. Yeah. I don't know, man. And Adam Drive. I'll be back, chat. I need to get something to drink because my throat is like hurting, and I need to make it moist. Moist. Okay. You know, I might need a Twitch link because YouTube streams look like ass. So I'm gonna go to Nintendo Twitch. New fighter is just a bottle of water. Just Sakurai telling everybody to hydrate. Okay. Here goes nothing, chat. This is the next step towards the rest of our lives. Yeah, I'm scared too. I'm kind of scared. Even if it's Dante, it's kind of poopy because they already ruined the surprise by like saying it was him. But I want to be surprised. So I don't know who's going to be. I really want it to be something very surprising. People are saying that 3 means that there's 3 characters to be announced. So who fucking knows? Who said it was Dante? So what happened was that V's voice actor, V from Devil May Cry 5, his voice actor was like, damn it, I can't. It's a bummer that V, my character, hasn't been in the Devil May Cry lore for that long for it to be in Smash or Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom, like Dante will or some shit like that. Like I wish my character was here for like existed for longer for it to be important, just like Dante is for it, some shit like that. And he said that he was gonna be in Smash, so it's probably like it probably slipped up, or he fucked up and said something that was completely wrong, and it was like something that came out of his mouth. So he doesn't. That's like the only thing. And the Devil May Cry Twitter account posted like 3 dates, and it said like mark these dates on their calendar, and one of them was 16th of January. So we don't know. And today, later today, there's a special Devil May Cry 3 stream showing off like a new feature, which is style switching on the go. So yeah, today is very eventful. We get this shit. The new Grand Prix starts. I'm just like, oh my god, will I ever get a break? I got a single week of break from CTR. A single week. God damn it. And this one is like 35 minutes. Shit.
Hello,
Hello, Sakurai, I love you.
Director of Super Smash
I'm ready
Bros.
for you to
Ultimate
blast
Sora
my
Limited.
ass to the wall.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this.
Not even Nintendo? What?
Means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been
Not even
broadcast.
Nintendo knows?
So it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
Oh shit, they kept this like super well.
So, let's all share in the fun
Hidden.
of getting our hands on the latest information.
Or controllers.
However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies!
It's a Fire Emblem character?
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In
I said
time,
this.
our hearts
It
and
was a
minds will
joke,
cease to beat.
Sakurai.
Are you prepared to die?
It's a Dark Souls character.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet,
Is that
there's
Morgana?
no other choice. You must join Smash. Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself!
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. How is this? of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics. With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power.
Is that Morgana?
Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the Sword of the Creator, each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now as one! To you, both sides of time are revealed! Through Smash, show the world!
Why?
Yes, there you have it. BYLETH from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash
It
Bros.
was a joke!
This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem...
Not even Max knows how to react to this shit! I mean, look at him!
The
Look
series'
at
first
him!
entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game, or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you'd command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character.
We don't need more Fire Emblem characters in this game, dude.
Plus, something made it stand out.
We
from other
didn't need
Nintendo
more Fire Emblem characters
characters
since
that permanently
fucking
die.
Ike
That's
or
pretty
Robin.
direct language, though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again.
Fire Emblem characters in Smash should die permanently, and nobody should ever be able to use them again.
Permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters
There's gotta be something else, right?
can use a counterattack.
There's gotta be something else. There's gotta
actually a
be
reason
something
for this.
else, like-
When I was considering how to
Sorry.
incorporate Fire Emblem Fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn. And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
暗黒竜と光の剣、外伝紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の功績、荘園の奇跡、暁の女神、新暗黒竜新紋章、覚醒イフヒーローズエコーズ風化雪月。
There you go, 17.
今変な数え方してます
So, you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary.
つまりこれが全部
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3.
This is more
So,
interesting
this is 4,
than the
5,
new
6,
character,
7, and
guys.
8. And then you get 16.
I'd rather learn how to count in binary than get another Fire Emblem character in Smash.
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand.
それで
And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
畳の数を数えるのに目の数を
If you
He's a
keep counting the
robot.
knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
Try it out when the new character comes out
What is
because
Fire
you'll be
Emblem
fucking
Three
bored out of your ass.
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu. But in English, they share the same name, BYLETH. BYLETH becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school
three
life,
casas.
and, well, you end up fighting the other houses.
And then you fuck the horny teacher.
After a certain incident, 5
Or
years
shit like
pass,
that.
and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
It's
To understand the
anime.
concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
内容を見てきましたこれは
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example,
やっぱり
because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time.
ゼロなの
For that
I don't
title,
care about
I borrowed
music.
an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around
I
all the
wanted to be
areas, saw the
surprised.
ending, and realized for the first time,
Not in this way.
I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
設定することはできないなとか初めて分かったりするんです今回も同じような
I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it.
それをいろいろ
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
何しろ攻略サイトなんかももちろんありませんしねいくつかのルート
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different.
異なるんですねなので
Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story.
今回は
Can you get done with this soon enough so I can go play CTR?
Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bell's
Why
showcase video,
Fire
I
Emblem?
mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
2
Right
months?
now, it's actually November.
What the fuck?
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the
Oh my
finished
god.
また、いつも
version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
では
Here I go.
Let's not set ourselves for disappointment, dude.
So, this is our new fighter, BYLETH.
男の方がベレと女の方がベレス
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Let's not set
Those are not
ourselves
their
for
strong point either.
disappointment.
Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
スティックを入れる方向によっ
The
て
hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
理由があります
First, let's talk about the weapon BYLETH uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator.
We
The
just
Sword of
got
the Creator here is BYLETH's
Edger
default
Marth.
weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it
Has a
takes the
lot
form
of
a whip.
range.
下は柔らかにしてますね
They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this. It was
It's
pretty
like
terrifying
Joker's.
how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh, it spikes them.
you can do awful things like this.
To his son.
まあとはいえ
That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage.
上の方に飛ばすんですね。
Oh, okay.
まあそれを超えたら
Exceed that percentage, and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right?
こんな感じで牽制をすることありますよね。
If BYLETH does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Holy shit! That's a lot of range.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker,
It's literally Marth.
so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward, or downward in this case.
Oh, you can tilt it.
Next, the side special move.
Holy crap.
BYLETH will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Holy crap.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this. But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
Okay, it's a very unsafe block.
Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality.
Come on.
So this complements it well. Although you'll
Just
be
get
vulnerable
over
when you
with.
land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, BYLETH will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for a meteor effect with this attack.
Jesus.
Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, BYLETH channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect.
You have armor too? Jesus Christ, dude.
Stand and attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays
Oh!
out like this.
Oh my
It's a
god!
bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
Oh, you can't get grabbed.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
Okay.
Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Oh my god, it's the new Doria.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
Oh, it has an AoE effect.
It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. it hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated
That's
attacks
36
like this,
damage
you just get
as a
hit
counter.
Counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Fail Not, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
It's also easy to create certain combos with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah!
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow
Oh
travels
shit, so it's it's like a
also
commitment.
very
You're gonna commit for it.
That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Oh, never mind.
You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
29%!
But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a counter.
Once
There's a
you enter the
counter.
stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. BYLETH's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together. Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
Of course.
Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier. And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash? Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage. It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace.
Comes the fan service
I think this
chat.
is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their
Doo-doo?
names are a bit difficult to say. They're largest in the Holy Kingdom of Farts. Since it's a
Doo-doo?
kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri is the future king. He had quite the difficulty. He may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, though.
There's your cute anime girl chat.
There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but Here you can break them, you see.
Asshole.
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Oh, it opens up the blast
I wonder
zones,
where people
okay.
will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
More cute anime girls.
And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might.
This is a JoJo girl. She's
Edelgard
doing
is one of the
JoJo poses
characters
right
who is
now.
central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, BYLETH can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with
Oh,
other
crap.
fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed. It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They
Hatsune
belong to the
Miku.
Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side.
It hurts.
Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker! And Hero! Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the Professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
He's trying to flex on us, Chad.
It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Bennigan. I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got him. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
Oh, that it hits off the ground?
So, no anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
Yes, Sakurai, we know you're good at your own game. No need to flex on us. Just spam A, get
Good.
all those.
There's Mom.
That's how I play Smash.
You're in a good spot, Mom. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this Smash Ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up.
He broke the shield with a down B? Oh my god! What the hell, man?
Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more.
He's gonna get the hammer.
Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might.
He's gonna counter it.
The state. I hit him. I was trying to fight using BYLETH's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end. Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters. Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new Classic Mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
What? Sans 3! I'm concerned. costume's better than the character! Why? It hurts so much, man! It hurts! Oh my god, they added Altair and Cuphead and Mega Man X and Mega Man EXE?
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song
They added...
It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoyed this as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
I want a refund.
And now, onto the amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
I can't get over it. I can't. I just can't, dude. It
And now, with the
hurts.
addition of BYLETH, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry
After
Bogard,
Terry, this
and
feels like a downgrade. They're like going,
More than 700 fighters, only
Fire
5
Emblem.
have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Fire Emblem, no.
There really
Well,
were
good
a
for
lot
you,
of new
Joller,
mechanics
but
weren't there.
fuck Fire Emblem.
When we
There's
add a
already
new
too many
fighter,
characters.
We don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of
The
play.
Mii costumes are better than the character itself, which is surprising.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
What? Six more?
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase
By
on the
December
date shown. Please keep an
2021?
eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have.
A Link costume?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2. It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world.
It is.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
It is! And that's why we love it.
I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me. I plan
Just go
keep
to sleep,
working hard,
dude.
So I hope you can continue to support us.
Just go the fuck to sleep.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it? I waited 3 days for that? I don't. I don't. Yeah. Exactly that. What the fuck, Chad? Feels bad, man. The Mii costumes are better. And there's 6 more characters coming out. And they've already been decided. It hurts. Oh, you're not allowed to be happy. Man. You know what? You know why it sucks? Okay, let's talk about it. You know why it sucks? Because after Terry, this feels like a downgrade. After Terry Bogard, this feels like a downgrade. Joller, stop right there. I'm gonna fucking ban you. After the stage was so interesting, it has so much love put into the King of Fighters. It had 50 music tracks. It was a character that was very important for Sakurai and for fighting games in general. But now it's just Fire Emblem. There you go. There you go. Fire Emblem. Enjoy. Also, Assassin's Creed and Rabbids and Mega Man X and Mega Man Rock and Mega Man EXE and Cuphead. But Fire Emblem. I don't know. I need a break. I'll be right back. Whatever.